Greetings, everybody. This is your Big Bro Wolf. So, for my channel, I'm going to be starting a D&D campaign, kind of like a podcast type deal. So, I'm gonna be uploading it every Monday. I am going to actually be uploading a series of videos. Now, maybe not a series, just a couple videos. Uh, this, no. So, today and on Friday, basically, it's just going to be the characters in my campaign introducing themselves. But this video right now is just meant to give you guys kind of sort of a recap of what's going on because we are kind of in the middle of the campaign right now. So I'm the DM. I have various other people in here. I don't know if they want their names given out, so I'm just going to use their usernames for now. It's Quincy, Atami Kai, me, and Epic God 69. They're not really that well known and all that when we're kind of just startups and whatnot. So I mean, you wouldn't really know us. Anyway, I'm gonna start the recap right now. So far in the story, our adventure started out in this town called Silver Moon, currently run by I forgot her name. Oh, run by Sistella. Our adventurers try to help a smuggler smuggle out goods out of the city, but end up being caught. After the so-called goods were revealed, turns out they were harboring slaves. Now, our adventurers didn't know this, and actually convinced the guards that, well, they didn't know. The guards bought it and let them go, but had to take them in for questioning. They held them in one of the cell blocks, just as a precaution and because it comes with the job, I guess. Well, I had to come up with a reason to put them in a cell. But they were questioned, and the smuggler that set them up in the first place actually had something in with the guards. His name was Bradley. A very weaselly man. Actually trapped them in there, and without an escape route, they were stuck there. But after a few hours, they heard some shouting, screaming, and whatnot from the town. And though they couldn't see much, they knew something was very wrong. Now, our adventurers, stuck in a cell, didn't know what to do really. But they heard a commotion outside, and in came a man dressed in all black. They didn't know his name at the time, but the character that was in the cell next to them knew him. He called out, Draven. Now, Draven, seeing our adventurer stuck in a cell, ignored him completely, helped out Ishna with the cell, and before Ishna could even open up the jail cell, they were ambushed by these things that look like mannequins. Overwhelming Draven, they pushed him out the window, Draven taking them with him. The cell was empty. Well, the cell block was empty. Ishna, unlocking his cell, trances on by our adventurers, not intending to let them out, gets blown back into the room. A red-haired girl continues to blast Ishna with a shotgun until he's nothing but mush on the wall and leaves. The adventurers, not knowing what happened, are confused. They try to get out, but Ishna gets back up. How did he do that? They wonder. They don't know. But he unlocks this cell, and they proceed to leave the police station. As they walk out, the whole city is on fire. And when they were on their way out, they came across a mother and a child and decided to help them out. They see carriages, and this is when James, Ash, and Ishna meet Quincy, as she's in one of the guards' caged cots. The mannequins, a horde of mannequins, come down the roadway and start chasing our adventurers throughout the city. They proceed to have a chase scene. And out of nowhere, a huge red dragon comes down and blows fire at them. They can't take another hit like that, or else the carriage is done for. Ishna digs in the back, finds a Gatling gun, points it up into the sky, starts doing war with the dragon. And it seems like he's winning. But, alas, it does not last. Ishna, putting up a good fight, looks back at James. I think I'm actually gonna win this, guys. And once he said those words, Ishna feels claws wrap around his skinny little neck and flies off other side of the city. But without time to actually process what happened, they continue to go. Frederick shoots them with another fire blast, and they crash in the forest. Seeing Frederick flying above them, they continue to move further into the forest, where they see a green light. They approach it, and lo and behold, the man who let Ishna out of his cell is sitting there, nursing a wound that he must have gotten from falling around 10 stories to the ground. Looks at them, introduces himself as Draven, and continues to lead them further into the forest. Now, Draven and Frederick have a history, but that will be expanded upon in our story. Frederick, flying into the sky, and drops himself, falling like a meteorite into the ground, explodes the nearby foresty area. With nowhere to go, they decide to fight Frederick. Putting him on the ropes, Frederick calls out to the Blood King. A huge demon comes out of a portal and completely annihilates our party. They only manage to escape when a similar portal opens around them, and they are thrust into a world that they do not know. They awaken in a bar, wounds healed, clothing torn. They see a man with slicked back hair, brown skin, dressed as a bartender, huge horns sticking out of his head, and a whip-like tail flinging back and forth behind him. They sense something very ominous. They have a conversation with him and figure out that he's actually a contract holder of Draven's contract, seeing as Draven had made a deal with the devil. And they figure out the devil's name is Richard. So they proceed to make a deal with Richard, and, feeling like they had no other choice, of course. And a series of events happens where they are marked and given powers by some Dukes of Hell. James makes a deal with Barbatos, the demon of the hunt. Ash makes a deal with Hagante, the demon of war. And Quincy, well, she makes a deal with Chang-Chi, the demon of blood. And they are given special powers in order to combat other demons and to use at their discretion. After all this goes down, they're led back into Macha, their world, and are left in the mountains, the heavenly mountains, where they are at the hideout of Black Wolf River. Draven, knowing the mission that's ahead of them, leaves, leaving our party there to ponder on their next step. Where will they go next, I wonder? Who knows? But you can find out if you tune in on Monday. Alright, sorry if that's a little cringy, I don't know. But, yeah, like I said, we'll be recording every Monday, and we'll be uploading something where you guys can get to know the characters in this campaign a little better. So the schedule looks like this. We don't have a set schedule for when we record, but I will be uploading every Monday. So every Monday, please tune into this D&D session. Each session is usually 2 and 2.5 hours long, sometimes more. Who knows? But we shall see. Um, I actually don't think there's anything else to be covering here. Uh, so if you guys like the this recap, please give it a like. If you guys fell in love with my beautiful, beautiful voice, feel free to subscribe. And don't feel free to give me a ding a ding, a dingaling, a ring a ding, so you don't miss a thing. Until next time, Doksha.